let the any problem occurs in your life, but if you do not allow anything to hurt yourself, it will never hurt you. So do you want to be like those who have no problem at all? Then we have to die. When we are alive, we have to face oceans of the problem, multiple problems. Always you should not think about what is the problem, who is to be blamed, who is responsible for this problem. Instead, you should focus on solution to the problem. So today we'll discuss about problems and defense mechanism. Okay. Now, there are multiple problems that can arise anytime, anywhere with us. The problems may be health issues, familial issues, business issues, social issues, political issues. Any sort of a problem can occur any time in the life. So what we think and how we think, we becomes. Actually, the problems that arises, they have the root cause. We are responsible for the problems many times that arises in our life. But we neglect and we don't take responsibility for that problems. When we go on thinking about problems, the problem increases. So it is said, thinking of the problem increases problem. Once you stop thinking about the problem is extinguished. Problem goes away. There is no problem at all. So there are three types of a problem that we face in day-to-day life. The problem which has a direct control, the problem which has indirect control, and the problem which has no control. So these three types of problems that arises. Direct control means where the problem arises because of our own hand. Means we have done certain choices and we have done in the past certain decision, and because of those decisions we are now receiving a consequence, and that becomes a problem because our decisions were wrong in the past, and because of that we land up into the problem. This is called as direct control. Means if we control now ourselves, then we can correct the problems in the future. We can avoid many problems in the future. If we learn the experience from this problem, then we can prevent multiple problems in our future. Second problem is indirect control, that is we don't have a direct control over it. That is the problem which arises because of certain behavior of certain people, where we can't do anything. What you are going to do if the people are going against you? You cannot change people, but you can change yourself. So the problem that are arising because of the people, you cannot do much in that. Number third, when we have no control over the problem. Certain problems that occurs where we have no control at all. That means, for example, if a stock exchange collapses, we have no control. If a natural disaster takes place, we have no control. If rain starts showering off time, we have no control at all. These are the problems that we have to endure. Where we cannot change the problem, it is better to endure those problems. Okay. So these are three types of a problem we must think about, and accordingly we must take action to control problem. Any person or a life without problem is dead. I was going through Furus. I was going via Furus, and where I saw that certain people are having no problem at all. They were lying still, calm, without thinking anything, without having worry about the future, not worrying about the past, not worrying about the present. They were calm, total. Do you want such type of a life? And that where I was passed was a mortuary, कब्रिस्तान था वो. क्योंकि जब हम कब्रिस्तान में जाएंगे ना, तभी प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगी. जब हम मर जाएंगे तो देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम, बट जब जिंदा है तो प्रॉब्लम को फेस करना पड़ेगा. So do you want to be like those who have no problem at all? Then we have to die. When we are alive, we have to face oceans of the problem, multiple problem, day to day problem. Every month, every 2 months, every 15 days, every week, we have to face problem, and multiple problem arises. As I mentioned earlier, what are the causes of the problem? Now, the problem, any problem occurs in your life. But if you do not allow anything to hurt yourself, it will never hurt you. No one can hurt or nothing can hurt without your permission. What does it mean? Even if a biggest problem in your life occurs, how you represent the things to yourself, that matters than the problem. Let it be the biggest problem, but you are calm in that problem, then you will not get hurt, you will not be affected. If even the small problem, and you take it emotionally, you take it to the heart, and you start thinking or brooding about it, blaming someone about it, criticizing someone about it, not holding the responsibility for what it has been happened with you, then the problem increases. Then you will hurt more than actually the problem. Are you getting what I say? Sometimes the problem is small, but the emotional issue becomes big. The person may get depressed. The problem is small. Now, the doctor that she has done suicide, gynecologist, now, problem was big, no doubt, but how she was represented to herself, that was important. And she has represented to herself in a wrong direction. And because of that, she was compelled to do suicide. She has decided to do suicide because of negativity, seeing negativity in the problem. Always you should not think about what is the problem, who is to be blamed, who is responsible for this problem. Instead, you should focus on solution to the problem. When you focus on solution to the problem gets solved. But once you start thinking about who is the culprit, what has to be done with them, and why he has done like this, then this problem will not be solved. Instead, you will get more hurt because you are thinking more about that problem. Are you getting? Suppose I am giving an example. When you come across an accident on the road, the person who has got accident is bleeding heavily. He is crying for help. What you do at that time? Do you think at that time who is the culprit? how this accident took place? Do you go on inquiring about who, what and how? Or shall you help him to stop bleeding, to assist him to get first aid? This is we do in the accident. If our behavior at the time of accident is like this for the others, then why not when we suffer from problem, our attitude becomes the first aid. First aid first. I mean, what is the problem and how we should solve the problem. That we must focus, not focusing on who is the culprit, who is the responsible, but we should take responsibility. We should take responsibility means what? It is not necessary that what has happened is because of you only, but now you are responsible for at least your emotions. That is your responsibility. How you react to the problem, that is your responsibility. Suppose someone has used abusing language in the relationship and he causes a hatred among you, then how you will react is your choice. To his misbehavior or her misbehavior, how will you react is your choice. You can retaliate him, you can use abusive language against him, you can keep silent, you can go and slap, or you can turn away from him. That is your choice. So it means this was the problem in relationship, but it was your choice. You said that, you felt that it is my choice how to respond. I should not be reactive. I should think how to respond. Mostly the reactive people, they don't think like this. They become impulsive. And those who are proactive people means those who think, those who take initiative action, and those who take responsibility. They are called proactive people. So become proactive in handling the problem. Don't become reactive in any problem. If you become proactive, what will happen? Proactive means one who take initiative, one who think about his value, and one who take responsibility. Suppose if someone has done something wrong with you and you started thinking, I will also do something wrong with him bigger than what he has done with me, means you are degrading your value. For what? You are degrading your value for what? For his misbehavior, means you are under not your control but his control. If someone behaves arrogantly, if someone misbehaves with you and your emotions changes, means you are not under control, you are under the control of someone else. So don't be under the control of someone else. Don't give your remote control in another's hand, but you should control your emotion. So become proactive, you will control your emotion.